Good morning, Flosstube. Welcome to Justsewsherrie. I'm Justsewsherrie here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Well, hello and welcome to the 29th of November, Saturday. We're late. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm very late for me. Don't know what's happened this morning. I just couldn't. Oh, I know what happened. I had a late night. Didn't get to bed till 9 o'clock. I know. I was up partying with the young'uns. I kind of was actually. My daughter's back in the UK for a little while. She's going on another tour, or she's going on a new tour with Stereophonics this time. Just around the UK for a few weeks. So both her and her girlfriend Emma are here. So we went out for food last night, and that was really lovely. And happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends and viewers who celebrate. Emma made a Thanksgiving dinner over here for Courtney and for our friends. They're stopping with friends. So she made Thanksgiving dinner for them on Thursday. Although I discovered a new food sauce kind of thing that apparently you have on Thanksgiving dinner is like sweet potatoes with marshmallows on. What? She called it super something. I have never ever heard of that. So is it just me being ignorant, or is this something that Emma thinks everybody does and actually it's just her being weird? Who knows? So yeah, but anyway, they really enjoyed it. So yes, so we went out for food last night, so I didn't get in till later and didn't go to bed till later. So I still got up at 5, but I'm already flagging. We're only 2 hours into the day. I think I'm going to need some energy drink. Actually, that's a really good call. I might get some energy drinks. I might treat myself, splurge, push the boat out. Celebrate the 29th of November with an energy drink. Why not? So, what have I got for you today? Why am I here? Welcome. It's the first thing I should have said. Welcome if you've been with me from the very start. It's great to see you hanging on. Welcome if you've been with me before and you've chosen to come back. Thank you so much. And welcome if you're a brand new subscriber. It's really, really good to have you along for the ride. And welcome if you've just been plonked here by, I was going to say Amazon. It's YouTube's algorithm. Are they all owned by the same bloke? I feel like they probably are. Everything's owned, everything in the world's owned by about 5 people, isn't it? Something like that. I'm making that up, by the way. Could be, but yeah, kind of made that up. Or it feels like it. So yes, where was I? What was happening? Cross stitch is why we're here. Yes, cross stitch. Justsewsherrie. So Justsewsherrie, you might remember last week I was having a little stitchy day, a sneaky stitchy day with my northeast friend Sherrie and cross stitch Jess, who is here on Flosstube. This Justsewsherrie is courtesy of Cross Sew Jess. Cross Sew Jess. I've just merged us into one channel there, Jess. Yeah, we are, and together we are Cross Sew Jess. Cross Stitch Jess pointed something out to me. I have looked at this. I've stitched it. I've looked at it probably 100 times because after I stitched it, there was more stitching to be done, lots more stitching to be done. Dear knows how many times I've looked at this and I have never seen it until now. Well, until she very kindly pointed out. Now I'm not going to show you all of it because it is in the middle of being fully finished. So I want to show you it when it's fully finished. So there's no sneak peeks today. But it is, well, there is a bit of a sneak peek, I suppose. It's a needle book. This is one of the places where the needles go. Would anybody like to spot the deliberate mistake that I looked at 1,000 times and never ever saw? I know, you've all spotted it within 2 seconds, haven't you? Needle. Needle, needle. I want 3 E's in my needle now. Yes. For some reason. I haven't on the other two, there's another 2. And I haven't on the other 2, I've just put the appropriate 2 E's in. But obviously I was in need of an extra E when I put this need in. It was a need, not a want. And the girls who I kind of kick around with, they'll know this because I have lots of wants in life, obviously. Lots of cross-stitch wants, lots and lots and lots of cross-stitch wants. But there are some things that I need. You know, when you just spot something, you're like, no, I need that. And I put something to one side. I think it was the Nimble Thimble. And when we were shopping there a couple of years ago, I'd put something to one side and I'd quite absent-mindedly went, oh, I need that. And they were like, oh, you need it? I was like, oh, yes, I need that. And from being a little girl, I would never say to my mum, oh, I want some jam and bread. I would say, I need some jam and bread. So I was obviously having a very big need that day for some needles. And yes, I know, for those other people who are screaming, well, what about the cross? Yes. I have missed the bottom 2 rows of the cross. I am not going back to fix it. It was kind of half put together. There was no way I was hooping it up. No way. Thanks, Jess. I mean, I could have quite happily lived my entire life without knowing that. I wonder how long, or if I ever would have noticed it. Because it has been done for a year, you know. Been done for a year. Back to cross-stitch properly. Well, as properly as I can do it. What have I got for you today? Well, I have got a fully finish. And I am bloody over the moon. Oh, well, I'll tell you that in a minute. I can feel it already being a dip, 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 zip, zip, zip all over the place. I've got a fully finish, which I'm bloody chuffed with. And again, this is thanks to Cross Stitch Jess. I suspect today's episode is going to be sponsored by, you guessed it, Cross Stitch Jess. I have got a finish, a big finish. No, it's not the pot sampler, but I have got a big finish. I have got 3 new starts because I might have got a little bit excited. Well, I couldn't decide which one I wanted to start, so I started all of them. And I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whips. And I've got no gifts whatsoever. I might have bought a PDF. I've got a feeling I've bought a PDF. No, I was thinking about buying a one, but it was a pattern, a wool pattern that I was looking at. So, shall we start with the fully finish? This is because it's been done, completed for best part of 6 months, easy. And it has been cut out, ready to go together, maybe for about 6 months as well. Because when I finished it, I was desperate to put it all together because I was really chuffed with it. And I just couldn't figure it out from the instructions. I could not figure it out. So Jess is much more friendly with her sewing machine than I am, because she does, oh, I haven't got one hand. She does project bags with the elongated diagonal zips. Elongated, what is that when it's long? Elongated means when you've stretched something, doesn't it? Anyway, it's asymmetrical zip. That was the word I was thinking of. She does sell them on Instagram. And they're really, really cool. I've never seen them anywhere else, so you can only go to her for them. She explained what I needed to do. She read the instructions and then explained what I needed to put where. So I made it, and it was just, yeah. It is Stacy Nash, Run with Scissors. I am thrilled with it. Look, 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 look. I know, it's a pouch. And it is actually, oh, I could do with snipping those ends off. I am bloody thrilled. So I have done it on, I don't remember. I know it's a 36 count, and I picked a variegated thread. If anybody wants to know what it is, happy to look back and find out what it was. It's probably a little bit dark, and what's shown on there, the light is blowing it out a little bit. Yeah, it's about that sort of colour. And both the contrasting fabrics I got from Cowslip workshops when I've been there, either last year or the year before. In fact, it'll have been the year before. It still does need a button to go on here, just as a to embellish it. But other than that, it's done. I'm over the bloody moon. And I did put some stabiliser on the back of each, not on the back of the fabrics, but on the back of the stitching. I put stabiliser, and it's made it stay a lot firmer, so it holds its shape much better. Chuffed to bits. Really, really, really chuffed. And I think it's going to be one of those, you know, when you come into my house, I'm going to go, have you seen this? Have you seen it? Yeah. I made it. I stitched it. And then I made it. Yeah. Have you seen the back of it? Have you? Yeah. I did that. Yeah. Do you have things like that in your house where you're like dying to show people, like, or you're waiting for them to say, hey, did you make that? Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Aren't you clever? Oh, yes, I am. It was nothing really. And internally you're very smug. Or is that just me? Could be just me. Should we have a look at the finish next? Guess who made it? Now, it still needs to be fully finished, and it will be done sooner rather than later. It is. Oh, shoot. Jardin Prive. I thought it was going to work if I hung it like that, just to show you. All done. All done. So I'll bring it in, finished all of the back stitch. I should hold it a bit higher actually, because I keep forgetting that the window cuts off like a chunk. So yes, so this is Jardin Prive au Nichors de Fil. She says in her very bestest French accent. And it is months of the year. So we've got January, we've got him and his little woolly hat, because it's freezing in January. Yes, I remembered to go back and do his legs. Didn't I do well? Valentine's, we've got St Patrick's Day. April, I assume it's a stay in your house because it's going to rain. May is May. June, Bumblebee. July, that was like beside the seaside, you've got your fish and your starflower. And under here, it's really cute. You've got like flowers to represent the months as well. August is about sailing, again, being at the sea. You've got your crab. September, I think this is meant to be like an ice cream. I don't know. I think it is though. October, so obviously you've got your pumpkin. November, all the leaves on the trees about to fall off. And you've got your Santa house for December. So this has been done on 36 count Cypress fibre on a whim. And I've done it for my parents for their Christmas present. So I need to get this framed. I'm going to go down, I'm going to price up what it costs to get it laced and framed. And if it's stupid money, I might give it a go myself. Yes, I might. I'll see what they charge, because normally I would go to Lisa, Atelier Framing, because she was always at the retreats I used to go to, but I haven't really been to any retreats. Well, I'm not going to be going to one between now and then, and I don't live anywhere near Lisa, and it's there's not enough time to get it to her and back before Christmas anyway, so that's not an option. There is a frame shop in the town where I live, but it's quite a pricey little place. So I'll go in, I'll get a quote, and then we'll decide what to do. But I am thrilled to have it finished. And I think I have got it all. So if anybody spots anything, say it quickly. If you're saying this after what day were it now? So say after the 5th of December, don't tell us, because by then it'll be well on its way to being framed. So I just don't want to know. I don't want to know. If it's time enough to fix it, so if you're watching this today or in the next few days, let me know. Other than that, forever hold your peace. I am thrilled with that though. Really, really, really pleased with it. Showed my daughter last night, because I'm still having a wobble over if they'll like it. I know they'll like it. But if they'll consider it worth a present, do you know what I mean? Because it's taken the best part of a year. Fair enough, obviously it's not monogamous, but you know, it's taken a long time. And they've had this, I've shown you it before. I did a Springer Spaniel for them when I was younger. It was around the time, well, I remember doing it when I was pregnant, and Courtney's 33 now, and it has been on the wall ever since. So hopefully they'll like it. I mean, Mum's she's funny. She's quite proud of my needlework these days. She's like, oh, have you seen what she does? Back in the day, she wasn't very proud of us at all. I was a bit wild. But these days, like, oh, she does such beautiful needlework. Yeah. It's just a bit of cross stitch. Oh, it's beautiful, Sherrie. Yeah, I know. I think the running theme of this is going to be how amazing us needleworkers are, isn't it? Because it's not just me, it's like, you know, everybody who does it. God, I'm roasting. I might have to it's winter mornings, so I thought I'll put my jumper on, and I'm roasting. So I'm going to have to change, and then we'll have a look at some new starts. I'm back. I'd left the heating on, so that's why I was roasting, because it was just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I normally just put it on like for an hour first thing in the morning and just give the house like a blast, and then after that I'll see whether I want to put it on properly or not. But I hadn't put it on an hour. I just put it on. I was obviously feeling like I needed to be warm all day. So, first new start, Quaker Christmas sampler. Now this, I think, is the #1 part of the Quaker sampler that I'm doing. So I just fancied doing something. I needed something meditative to do. After all, like the backstitch and all of that sort of stuff, I just needed something meditative. I know I talk about it a lot, but that's part of why I do it, because you get to that zone of just being in the zone. And this is how far I got. So not too bad. So this has been done on 20 count Ada fibre on a whim wheat. So, and I have done it, you'll see, obviously this is not in those colours. I've done it, I just picked a rich red. So I picked Roxy Floss Farlow red. Farlow, I don't know how you pronounce it. But a nice rich red anyway, a nice Christmas red. And there's two, I don't know, I didn't realise until I actually looked closer when I came to stitch them, that looked more uniformed. The second one looked more uniformed. That's why I chose to do that one. So that is the start of that. And I'd quite forgotten that I'd started it, because the other day I was working. It was after work and I just wanted something to zone. I can't even remember what I picked up, but I just forgot I had this. So yeah, note to self, remember what you've started. So I started that. I just fancied something a bit primmy. And I was picking up things this week. It must have been about Thursday. Start thinking, there's me saying I'm just going to do sort of Christmas stitching. And I thought, why do I not feel like I've got any Christmas stitches? And I think it's because I'm not doing like a Santa thing or like a snowman thing. I'm not doing something that's quite big, like Christmas parade. I'm not doing something like that. So yeah, so I went back into my stash to have a look to see what I had that was Santa related, and I haven't started anything as yet, but I have earmarked a couple which I'll show you at the end that I thought might be Santa related enough to get me fix. But yeah, I'm feeling primmy this year. I think it's with all the blackberries, blackbirds. All the 4 and 20 blackbirds. So I also started, I've been waiting for an excuse to start this. So funny enough, Blackbird Designs, and this is Merry Christmas. I've been waiting to start this for ages. And I did. And it's wonderful. And I love it. Isn't it tiny? Look at it. Look at how teeny tiny it is. It's 40 count. But even so, it's very, very, very small. I don't know how I'm going to finish it. I don't know whether just in a little cushion would be quite sweet. Well, so I'm doing it on 40 count dark sandition by Swan Bay Fabric. Swan Bay Fabrics, which is War Marie down in Wales. and I am doing it with all of the called for. So they're mainly gentle arts. Or are they all gentle arts? Yep. Yeah, they're all gentle arts. So, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Isn't it lush? Lush, lush, lush. It's so sweet. I didn't realise quite how little it was going to be. I mean, what is it? What's the count on it? 77 by 140. So, it's definitely a big small. But I would call anyway a big small. So that'll be finished fairly quickly, I would think. Oh, hang on, I've lost my needle. Right. Can I lose my needles? To be fair, there's needles everywhere you go in this house. Everywhere you go, there's a needle or a pin somewhere. Oh, hang on a second. I just need to move me. I need to move me finish, me bird boxes, me bird houses. Oh, Christ. It's all going on. It's all going on. Jarma tube. Let's talk about Jarma tube because I forgot to talk about it last week. I was talking a few weeks ago saying I'd gotten some new jarmies and they're the best jarmies I've ever had in my entire life. I'm sure they are. They just feel lovely and I just wanted to live in them. Put them on and I was like, oh, I could live in these jarmas forever. I could. So I talked about could we have a Jarma tube, and it came back. It was a resounding, oh yes, let's have a Jarma tube. So I am thinking the Saturdays we have got in December, we've got the 7th, which is next week, the 14th, the 21st or the 28th. No, I'm lying, they're the Sundays. So we've got the 6th, the 13th, the 20th and the 27th. How do you feel about doing the 27th? Because you've got Christmas Eve obviously and then Christmas Day, and for those with grandchildren or children it'll all be a bit manic. 26th, the UK and I think it's all the Commonwealth countries have Boxing Day as well, so that's like a bank holiday. So in my world I would have always gone to like stayed at home on Christmas Day and had like our Christmas dinner and stuff, and then Boxing Day we went visiting relatives or they came to us or whatever it was. Boxing Day was like extended out Christmas kind of thing. So it's quite busy as well, and it's the day that everybody goes and gets absolutely hammered. I think after the stress of Christmas Day, everyone just goes and gets bladdered on Boxing Day. Or is that just me? So, I'm thinking the 27th is all a bit of a and breathe moment. I do. I think it's a and breathe moment. So I am leaning towards the 27th. Let me know if you have any real aversions to this or whether you think the 27th would work. And we will have a Jarma day together. Oh, yeah, you've got to wear your Jarmas too. Yeah. It'll be a Jarma day if you don't wear your Jarmas. Or just I wear my Jarmas. So that's what I'm thinking anyway. Let me know what you think. The third one that I started is another Blackbird. Totally into them at the moment. Can't get enough. All Joys for Thine. Now, I know I'm a bit slow. Okay, I heard you. A lot slow. for some reason, I'd picked up that this was a Christmas one. I think it's because it used the word joy and 9. I don't know. I just decided it was a Christmas. It's not. I don't think it's a Christmas one. No, it's not. It doesn't say it's one of the Christmas samplers. I think it's just a normal. Sampler. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's just a normal sampler. So I don't know if that's why I went on the, oh, well, I'm not doing anything Christmas route. So I am thinking I might put this aside for a little while until all thoughts of Christmas have been and gone. I'm debating putting up decorations as well this year. I was excited for putting them up in November, but now I'm kind of over it. Neighbours that are across the way from me, there's like 2 houses that are joined on, and they put their decorations up on the 1st of November, and I think that's the thing. I'm done now. I've seen their decorations, because me, that's got to look at them, not them. Like outside I'm talking about, and they've got like all the house done up, and they've got trees and all sorts in the front. So I've been living Christmas for a month already. So I'm debating not bothering. I'm debating. I'll see. See if I can be arsed. I was going to put them up this weekend, but I haven't really got any fancy to do that. So we'll see. We'll see. All joys for thine. I got a canny start on this as well. I got a good chunk of the border done. Well, just over halfway. And I've already started going back and putting some of the meat on the border. So I'm doing this on 36 count parchment. One of my faves, with the called for. And these are a mix of Classic Colourworks, Weeks Dye Works. Don't think there's any, no, there's no Gentle Arts. So Classic Colourworks and Weeks. And I got this needle minder off my friend Anita. The very first time I met her, she gave me this needle minder. I loved it. So I think this is going to be lovely. It's going to be small as well. Everything I seem to be doing at the moment is a lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Because I mean, this is 36 count, so it's not tiny. It's going to be lovely though. It really is going to be lovely. The parchment, yeah, it's kind of more like this. It's a lot warmer than what you can see on the camera. I love it. I love parchment for anything sort of sampler related. I think it works for. Because there came a time when I was doing so much on parchment, and then seemed to have dropped off a little bit. And I think sandishing has become me go-to now, dark sandishing, which is Marie's. So they are all my fully finishes and new starts. So on to whips. What have I got? Right, well, we've got the number 1, haven't we? We've had the number 2, so to speak, and we're now at the number 1. So this is the Companion Quaker Christmas Tree Sampler Part 2. Can you remember I said last week that I went on a hunt for Part 1 and it was totally different? It wasn't what I was expecting at all, and that's why I just... yeah, I thought they would be linked somehow, but they don't seem to be, other than being sort of Quaker. Yeah, I don't know why they're part 1 and part 2, but that could be just me. If I remember right, I did quite a bit on this. Yeah, well, it's starting to come on anyway. Get this clipped up. Sure, there's loads I wanted to talk to you about today. And as per, I've forgotten. I was meant to be doing, it's the Northeast Stitchy Day today. Well, it was said that it might have been. And I haven't gone to verify it because I was going to go. Because I haven't seen them for, God, since February. And then I remembered, I've got no car. The daughter's home. The prodigal daughter has returned. Therefore, the car is gone. Which, I mean, to be fair, for 3 days, I didn't even notice it was missing. I really didn't. Just goes to show. So, this is, yeah, Companion Quaker Part 2. So, when you last saw her, she was finished. I'd done that bit, and I'd done 1.5 Quakers, and I'd done this top bit. Have I done that or not? I haven't. So basically I've come in and I've finished this top triangle, I've finished this 1/2 Quaker, I have done the 3 little snowflakey Quakers over here, and I've nearly finished the first of the last row. I might do some of this today. Do you know, I need to stop saying that as well. As soon as I say on here, I might do some of this today. That's it. It's the last thing I want to stitch on. But it's looking good, isn't it? 36 count parchment. Haunted by Picture This Plus. And I was talking about it feels weird to do a Christmas piece on a piece of fabric that's called Haunted. And I was saying I don't know why, but it feels like the name of the fabric kind of lends itself to what should be stitched on it. And somebody said it's because we attach is it because we attach the name to the piece? Like it becomes embroidered quite literally in the fabric. And that's why like Halloween stuff should be done on Haunted maybe. And it shouldn't, it's just the name. But, and I think she's right. I think it tells a story, doesn't it? The word helps to tell the story. So, yeah. So that's as far as I've got. In fact, I won't stitch on this. It's Saturday, isn't it? And I'm doing this on, sorry, flipping. I'm doing it with 928 and DMC 928 and blank. I do it with blank? No, I'm doing it with B5 200. I can't see a lot of difference between B5 200 and blank. I can see a difference between 3865 and blank. It's quite a big difference. Or that's what I can see. But I can't see a huge amount of difference. And why is that one got a letter on it? Why is it called B5200 rather than just 5200? Or like another number, whatever number. Who knows? Who knows? Right, I pulled this out again because I should have been on it and I hadn't been. So this is my sampler for Black Sampler November, and I chose to do Jacob's Modern Folk Embroidery 9 medallions. This was released at Aquith and I was there. So I've done a little bit more of this, not a huge amount, but I have done a little bit more. So I am doing this on, hang on, wait till I sort this light just for a second. That's it, I can hold it sort of facing the camera now. So this has been done on a 40 count Ashley Downs, which is a new fabric from Tabby Cat, and I'm doing it with, is it Antique Black? Yeah, Antique Black by Gloriana. So I'm doing it with a silk. And I think I was just sort of halfway through this first Quaker, maybe. Can't remember. I was around here. So basically I've done almost a new Quaker. Just looking at the back of these, you see. Just looking, thinking, oh, what could I do next? But yeah, so this is me, Black Sampler November. It's the first time I've done this. You could safely say it's not going to get finished in November, and I'm not going to sweat about it. That's why I was saying I'm just going to sort of concentrate on Christmas. And then it occurred to me that I'm not really doing a lot that actually is Christmas. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I talk out of my backside half the time. So that is that. What else was I going to talk to you about? I'm not with it this morning. I'm telling you, these late nights, I cannot be doing with being out the house after 6 p.m. I just can't cope. And I was wild when I was a kid. Same when I was a kid, up until the early 30s. No, up until nearly my late 30s, I was wild. But yeah, I've calmed down a little since then. Okay, what have we got now? My younger self would be horrified at the life I live these days. Really, really would be. So, it's the final countdown. We are on the final month of myself and Sarah Stonehouse's challenge to do the Blackbird stockings this year. So we're up to December, and I have done this one. I'm in the middle of doing this one, and this has got some stitching in it. I am not a million miles away from being done though, and then I can move on to the last one. There we are. So I am just nearly at the toe. So basically I've come back, I've done the snow on the roof and finished the roof. Have I finished? Yes, I have finished the roof. Done the door, and I started on, I think I was just at about 2 or 3 lines of the white. So I've done all of that. So it is nearly finished. I was about to say it. I might do this today. It'd be nice to get it finished and get the last one done. Although I suspect once I get the last one, I think it'll go one of 2 ways. I think I'll either want to get it finished as quick as possible, and then to be able to say, right, that's a wrap for the year. Or I'll dither about it, and I'll like put it off. Because they were all meant to be done in the month before, so that they could be fully finished, allegedly, and up for the month that they're in. Didn't happen. Spoiler alert, that didn't happen. I haven't fully finished any of these for ages. I have done quite a lot, but there's an awful lot more to do. Yeah, I'll get them done at some point. We'll see. So by rights, these should have been finished in November for December, but I'm not going to sweat it. That's my new resolution for the rest of this year. I'm not going to sweat. We'll see. And I'm doing it with all of the called for. Again, a combination of Weeks, Gentle Arts and Classic Colourworks. For these ones, I've loved them, mind. I've really enjoyed doing them. And it was a lot less stressful. Last year I did From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. I did the monthly Quakers of hers. And there's a lot more stitching in those. And I don't know, it did take some of the pleasure out of it because I had to get them done. Because I knew if I fell behind, there was no way I would catch up. It just wouldn't have happened. So, yeah. And yes, I do know what I'm going to do for next year. If anybody wants to join me, you're very welcome. I will be doing the October House Fibre Arts Year of Shepherds. So it was a whole load of sheep and a whole load of months, basically. So they're the ones I will be doing. And I've asked Rachel at Talk Dog Stitchery to get them for me. So if anybody else wants to jump on that bandwagon, feel free to give Rachel a shout and she'll know how many to order in. Because I will be combining it with New Year's Eve 12 and 12. I'll talk a little bit more about it at the end. But so, and I bet you thought you wouldn't see this one for a long, long time. My Monogamous stitch, the Red Pot Sampler by Historical Sampler Company. You see, my week's monogamy didn't put me off it. But I've just, you know, I definitely don't. Monogamy is not for me. It's not for me. No, not for me. Right. Let's see where we are. Oh, what have I done with my clips? These clips are the bane of my life. I don't know why I even bother having them. What have I just done with them? How many times do I say that during a floss tube? What have I done with them? I've just had them in my hand. Just have to hold it. That's fine. So I am doing this on 40 count Steinbeck by Needle and Flax. And what have I done? Oh, so I've come up and I've finished this border nearly. I've still got this line of crosses to put in. I did some more of the border. Came down here and did another sort of chunk of this border. It's going to take some doing, like, it's beautiful, mind. And I came over here. I wanted to get this part of this row done because it's over a page finish. So I just wanted to get, so I haven't bothered coming down and doing like the second row down here because I just wanted to get the page finish over the thing, and now I can use the second page and I don't need to mess about with the first page anymore. So that was why I backtracked as well and did the border. So I need to bring this border down to about here, and then I can bin off the top and I can just work from the bottom, which will make my life a lot easier. So, but I'm still loving it. I am still loving it, and it's been done with cold for. It came in a kit, so 221, DMC 221. And I've actually, have you seen? Because obviously I've separated them into each floss drop, who I got off my friend Anne with an E. And I've already gone through one full one and almost a second one. So I'm saying I didn't do very much. I didn't felt like I'd done very much when I did my week of monogamy. I've done a lot of threads worth of stitching, put it that way. So yes, and this fabric, I just can't get enough of it. And this is what I think dark sandishan is kind of like. This is a little bit more grungy. Dark sandishan's more of a, I would say, like a straight brown, a flat brown. Whereas this is a little bit more grungy. It's got like a grey undertones to it. Or overtones, undertones. But that's just the way my eyes see it. And each of our eyes see different colour. Like our perception of colours can be very different, can't they? That's definitely a blue. That's definitely a green. It's a grey. Honestly. Do you remember that thing with the dress? If people either saw blue and something or gold and black. Was it gold and black or blue and... don't know what it was. But it was bizarre, wasn't it? Like people were actually seeing different colours. So if that doesn't tell you your eyes see different things, then I don't know what does. Oh, there's my clips. Found them. And the last one, which I picked up yesterday. I haven't picked her up for a little while. Well, for a couple of weeks. Since before I was monogamous. My Mirabilia Snow Queen. This still got a long way to go. I get quite excited when I look at it first, and then I realise, Sherrie, don't get excited, because there is a long way to go. A long, long way. There we are. She's coming on though. So what did I do yesterday? I did quite a bit, really. I finished these ribbons. I finished the stitching in all of these ribbons. You can see how they've just come to life. Light. And this is what I was going to say. Nora's used like the very dark and the very light to allow the ribbon to like look as though it's sort of swayed, like in swathes, like, yeah, like curling over on itself. I just think it's fascinating the way she does shade, where she can move the colour around. I just think it's fabulous. And I came down here, I finished all of this white down here, and I did a lot of the, well, I finished off the darker blue shading around the white, and then I came down here and finished this light blue down here. So we're getting closer and closer to the end. So it keeps looking like I'm doing really well with it, but then realistically there's a hell of a lot of beads to go in. I've still got a lot of, one of the Karen water lilies is, I've got to put all the way around these swirls, and then it's got to be beaded all the way on top of that. I've still got a braid to finish, and that's going to be a lot of confetti, more confetti stitching. Because yesterday what I did was I got these finished. I told myself if I finish them I can have the reward of doing some block stitching. So once I'd done them, I came over and did the white and the blue. But she, I know, I'm going to say it. She's coming on. She's coming on. So I'm doing this on Everything's the Cold For, because I got it as a kitted, fully kitted from Hawkins Hobbies. So it's the witch out fabric and all of the DMC and some Karen water lilies and this. Is there Krynic? Yes, there is. There is some Krynic. That's right, because it's up here, isn't it? This dark green. I don't think I've done any of the white Krynic yet. I assume it's gonna might feather around a dress, maybe. I don't know. We will see. I haven't got there yet. Whatever it is, I haven't got there. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Is that Stevie Wonder? It's not Lionel Richie, is it? I think it might be Stevie Wonder. Before my time, you see. Before my time, that's why I don't really know. So Saturday is normally me fancy lady stitch. So in the summer it's me Gaia. I still don't know how to pronounce that. I'll need to ask Mr. Google. He'll probably know. He's probably owned by one of the 5 people that owns everything in the world, I feel like. Yeah. That is it. That is it for my stitching. So I'm just going to shuffle these around. I'm going to talk to you about the Christmas ones that I'm looking at to decide what to do next. I need to jump in Christmas because I haven't really got a lot of Christmas going on. And I just feel a little bit lost without some sort of Santiness or snowmanness going on. There needs to be something. So move all this and be back with you. Right, where am I going to go next? 12 and 12. So I started talking about it before. So I'm going to do the October House Fibre Arts Shepherds for next year. But as in, not last year, the year before, I linked my 12 and 12 to, it was linked to my 24 and 24. So that's whenever it was. Last year I didn't. Last year I messed up. So 12 and 12 comes from Kia B, and it's 12 projects in 12 hours on New Year's Eve. I assume, and this is an assumption, that oh, my man's out. Oh, he looks dressed. Oh, it's 10:08, man. Wait, you see, we're here too late. Too late. Anyway, what was I saying? It's gone. Yes, it's meant to do 12 projects in 12 hours, and I think it's from 12 till 12, so 1 project an hour. I think originally it was 12 starts. It has evolved into 12 you do you, basically. I went to do it last year. I tried to do it last year with the Blackbird stockings. And I messed up because I totally forgot I was working. Now, there's no point in me doing 12 and 12. I can even stay 9 p.m. last night. My whole day is wrecked the next day, shattered. So there's no way. So the year I did it, I did 8 till 8. Well, of course I needed to work. So I desperately tried to sort of catch up after work. And I just floundered. And it meant I didn't enjoy what I did. I was really sort of disappointed with it. So this year, I've been a little bit cleverer. I've realised for a start that what happened last year, which for me to remember is a pretty big miracle. So I put the day in off. Why'd you put your holidays in at work, Sherrie, so I can stitch? Well, yeah, that's why I put them in. So yeah, I've put in for the day off. I'm not taking any other time off over Christmas. My gaffer Claire, she's got, well, her son's 15 now, but she normally takes between Christmas and New Year. Like the week of Christmas to New Year off. But this year, she's not taken that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off in the middle. So I've put in for the... Sherrie, shut up. Stop rambling. I've took the day off. And I've took the day off to do my 12 in 12. So I will be getting the patterns in ahead of time. I hope. I should have given Rachel a little bit more notice. So, but she's getting it. So if you want to join me, feel free. So I'll be starting each hour from 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll be starting a new month. We'll see how far we'll get. I managed it in 2023 when I did it for 2024. So hopefully I can do it again. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a good start. It just needs to be a single stitch. So if that's all you can get in, you could take it. Take the wins when you can. You don't have to do 12 new starts. You can do 12 whips. You can do 6 new starts and 6 whips. You can do however many whips you want to get done, or however many new starts you can afford, and put them in with whips as well. You can stitch for 12 hours. You do you. You do what works for you, because that's how life should be. So yes, let Rachel know if you do want any, and she'll pre-order them in alongside mine. So equally, if you want to join me next year, you're very welcome. I wasn't planning on doing hashtags or anything like that. I suppose we could if yeah, no, I hadn't thought that far. But yeah, if anybody wants to do them next year, that is what I'm doing. What else was I going to talk about? Christmas. Santy. Stitching Santy. So I felt like I just didn't have any real Santa stitching going on. So I went on a hunt, and I'll show you what I found. This is a little one. This could be done in a day, I think. Yeah, it could definitely be done in a day. As long as it's a day off, I could do it. He's cute. Brenda Gervais or Tannenbaum. Because I was thinking I could do either this Santy or that sleigh, maybe. And they're like proper Santa stuff. I haven't got the box though. So I suppose I don't really need the box. It would mean that I would get to pick whatever count I wanted to do things on if I don't have to restrict them to a certain size. I assume these have all been done on the same type of fabric. Yeah, 36 count legacy linen by Picture This Plus. So I could do them on whatever count I wanted, I suppose. So that's that one that I thought might be a maybe. This one, Yuletide Delivery by Plum Street. Again, it's the primmy ones that I've been drawn to. And I'll tell you, I don't even want to do any of these because I know the one I want to do. And it's Lauren Flossabilities. It's all her fault. On her last floss tube, her godmother is in America, but our mum was going over to see her. so she got a cheeky few patterns shipped to a godmother, and her mum picked them up when she was over there and she was showing them. And it's one of the Brenda Gervais ones that she's got, and it's where Santa's like flying in the sky. I can't remember what it's called or why he's flying in the sky. I just remember that was the one, and I was like, oh, I need that. See, that was a need. It was a need. So I think this is what I'm doing. I'm hunting to see, have I got anything that would replace doing that, because that's the one I want to do. Shepherd's bush. I have got a few shepherd's bush and I haven't done any. I think it's about time I pulled my finger out and started doing some shepherd's bush. So that one is Santa's Fill. Has that got Santa on it? No, it's just a stocking. But that would work. Another shepherd's bush. Merry Notes. Yeah, it's got a rain, not a rain, it's got a snowman button, and I've got the buttons there. Yeah. Tell you what I like, they've done, can you see they've taken elements and just put them into little pin cushions? They've just stolen things. That's kind of like what? Oh, what's her name? The really lovely lady. Oh, Contented Needleworker. Kim? Is it Kim? She does that. She just picks bits and pieces. Heart in Hand, Christmas etchings. It's not Santa, but it's Christmassy. What about this one? Just Now. This is elegance personified. It's called Christmas Elegance. It's beautiful. This would be stunning. It's got nothing to do with Santa. I mean, it's Christmas, but there's no Santa on it. There's no sleigh. There's no snowman. But I could fancy starting this, definitely. And some more shepherd's bush. Wish. This would be lovely. 10 count. Count. Yeah. So that would be, it says cut size 11 inches by 13. Its stitch count is 40 by 70. That is teeny tiny. That is small. If you do it on sort of our normally fabrics, or anything 28 count, 32, 36, whatever. And a star, and again it's got 10 count Heatherfield lamb's wool, and this is 41 by 70. So they're the ones that I kind of earmarked for. Would it make me feel more Christmassy? Would it make me want to put my decorations up? I think I probably would. If I got me Christmas stitching out, it might make me want to put some decorations up. I'm miserable. There's times, you know, I just think, well, what's the point? And it's not a case of nobody ever comes, so nobody's going to see them. That is the case. My dad comes. Me daddy, he comes for a cuppa. He's been over, he's had me life. I've had to do, normally it's tech support I do with the parents. This time it's present support. So he did the same last year. He came over and had a flea in his ear about figuring out my mum's Christmas present, and he needed me to do said figuring out. So he's been over and we've figured it out, and he's been out and he's got it, and he's all done. That's him, all done. He's got 2 things for her, all done. he's good. He does put some thought into it. He just needed to know. He knew what he wanted. He just needed to know which one. So I best not put it on here just in case me mum watches. I hope she doesn't, because I've just shown them their Christmas present if they do. So anyway, yes, my dad comes. But it's me, I get pleasure from it. That's why. I was talking to my best friend Julie, and she was saying she couldn't be bothered this year either. She's had a rough year. There's been a lot going on for her. And I'd said to her, well, do you not get pleasure out of it? She was like, well, no. No. She's proper Geordie. You struggle to understand her. No, I'd be alright. Be alright without it. So, yeah. Is anybody else out there not bother putting Christmas decorations up? I've been a couple of years I haven't bothered. Why not? Why not? Okie dokie, have I got anything else to talk to you about? I think I have, but I can't remember. What else was I gonna... There was something else, and the menopause has stolen it again. I'll be sitting here in me rocker at 90 going, I cannot remember if I've took me tablets. That bloody menopause. Blame it for everything. I don't care what age you are, lasses. Blame it for lads, whoever you are. Just blame the menopause. It's great. It's great. You've got to get out every day of the week. Fabulous. Okay, so final thought. Yeah, it's come to the end now. It's come to the end. So, with my gorgeous Emma in mind, and all of her compatriots, is that the word? Fellow countrymen, fellow Americans, with Thanksgiving in mind, I have got a final thought, and it is from Eckhart Tolle. Acknowledging the good you already have in your life is the foundation for abundance. Bye for now.